Greetings. I'm Mark Carvin, Managing Director of the Midwest Minority Think Tank Foundation, and welcome once again to the Black Thinker Series. The Black Thinker Series highlights our work on bringing resolve and solutions to the uh, Black community, and as a result, when we present solutions, we overcome the conundrums and the problems that plague us. We are working diligently to move forward with the Black Thinker series that we can constantly set before the public, set before our leaders, and set before the people uh, solutions to the conundrums that continually plague our society. And we've been focusing lately on the youth, and that doesn't change tonight. Our focus tonight is on the redirection of young minds, youth leadership development. And when we asked ourselves as elders and asked ourselves as could change agent, what is it that we can do for our youth? And we must have some specifics that we can give them in terms of direction, guidance, mentorship, and also tap into that vein that they are exhibiting already. They're bent, and they have a set pattern that can be tapped into to release their energy and bring them to the point where they realize that they have a lot to contribute to the community, and it doesn't have to always be expressed in a negative vein. So if we work to cultivate our youth into those things that are positive, those things that they can find that they can put their hands to do and do it mightily and feel good about themselves and see that they can accomplish things in their lifetime and even in their youth, they can begin to make the proper decisions that will affect their lives and affect their community for times and to come and years to come. And so we I have to tap into what is it that we can do with our youth, and we do need leadership development so that they're not just are out here in a society without any guidance and direction. The Redirection of Young Minds Academy, the Youth Development Initiative, will engage at risk, and nearly all of our young people are at risk if we don't give them direction and guidance. And of course, our high risk youth, uh, to employ hands-on experience in grasping new skills and fresh concepts, because our young people have made mistakes or have fallen victim to issues that go forth in their lives. We cannot abandon them. We must get them set on the right path where they can have relative assignments between sessions that will require critical thinking as well as the importance of meeting deadlines. And that's about bringing discipline. Uh, when you can give young people something to do, give them a task to perform, give them an assignment that's relative to them, and then place them on with benchmarks and responsibilities to make sure that they accomplish goals and they can see themselves accomplishing things. They can raise their own aspirations. We can find that, and when you're doing this as part of the Black Thinkers series, we find that we can help our young people to uh, through character building, because they can see that they can accomplish things, that people trust them, and then they can see the results and what happens when you dispense your energy in an effort to obtain an outcome, an objective. It builds character. And not only when you build character in an individual, you can build character as team building, so that they know that they're not an island, they're not in this world alone, and that they can build long-term relationships. I'm very blessed to have still with me people that I knew before we started school, and that's the only time that you can build a childhood friendship is when you're a child, and those bonds are different. And so that's what makes team building so significant and so important, so that we begin to care for one another and look out for each other. And this is how we build generational relationships. Character building first, team building second, and then we learn about collective bargaining, not just collective bargaining for from a union perspective, but collective bargaining as it affects the entire Black community. So we have to give our young people a more in-depth understanding and meaning of the term collective bargaining, that we're not just organizing to get higher wages on someone else's corporation, or extract from someone else's corporation. But collective bargaining, what are we bargaining for our community? What are we approaching society on behalf of our community and those that we are concerned about and care about? And then also, we have to be able to function with uh, objective achieving. And by that objective of achieving, we're looking at setting goals, understanding what our mission is, having a vision, and then looking at how can we overcome any obstacle and turn what would be a weakness into a strength. And how can we combine all these things that we have within our disposal, and not what's missing, but what is at our disposal to form an objective achievement. And so when we can set our young people on a character building course, team building course, collective bargaining course, and how they can see objectives that they can achieve, and that will empower our young people. And that's why we look so much to redirection of young minds. And then when we can move beyond that to community organizing, how do we get things done in our community, make things better in our community, and have our youth development, leadership development initiative to have a hands-on influence in community organizing. And then we need to be centered. And so, second, how do you do faith-based community organizing? And then how do you move from faith-based community organizing to broad-based community organizing? And broad-based community organizing gets you beyond your block, gets you beyond your neighborhood, and understanding the collective of our entire Black community. And then fourth, grassroots organized. We're not always looking for the leadership to come from the political forum or corporate forum, but we have the issues in our own doorstep, in our own apartment building, in our own homes, in our own immediate neighborhood, immediate community. So we or do grassroots action takes place with the people that you know, and how do you move forward with things that you realize are necessary uh, to move your community forward. And that's what we want to teach through the Redirection of Young Minds Leadership Academy, Leadership Initiative, is how we do grassroots organizing, how we get the person next to us to walk hand in hand and link arm in arm. And then fifth is power versus protest. And why are we protesting? And then where's the power that's within the protest? So it's not a confrontation of power versus protest in the sense of power is going to destroy protest, but the power that we have that within the protest, how do both of these work together so that we're moving forward and moving our young people forward to resolve issues, and understand that power will resist protest, but protest can bring power into alignment with what is best for our people. And then we need to know that uh, the uh, black thinkers don't become black thinkers just because of chronological birthdays. Black thinkers can be cultivated, and when we do this, we find that uh, we can build a group of young people who will always recognize that they are people who think, and that's by assessing and selecting the issues that they feel challenging. You see a problem, but you just don't rush out to attack it without a strategy. So first of all, you have to assess the strength of what you are going against, and then you select the issues that you can attack first, what is most immediate. So selecting and assessing the issues, and then creating and implementing strategy. Follow after you create and implement a strategy, then the objective achieving comes in. So assessing and selecting the issues, creating and implementing strategy, and then comes skill building. Now we find that we have this team building. We also need to have skill building so that we can accomplish and achieve the objective we set out, that we can fulfill our vision. And then group project, not so much just the individual, just the team, but we need to be able to assemble a group that can help us get through all the initiatives that necessary for us to achieve what we're set out to do as a group. And so all these are part of the redirection of young minds, youth leadership development, and we work hard to see how we can facilitate this within our young people and change this mindset. And once again, I'm Mark Carbonell, Managing Director of the Midwest Minority Think Tank, and we are focusing on how we can get our young people prepared for the 21st century and beyond. But first of all, we have to get them prepared to be leaders today. Thank you.